Hello, my name is Lachlan Young and I'm the President of Space Design Competitions Australia.
G'day, I'm Alexander Bowen-Rotzart and I'm Vice President of SDCA.
We're here today to commence SDCA's 2020 season. Unfortunately, due to the current global pandemic, we decided to cancel the planned launch event last week. We would still like to acknowledge the significant efforts from Grant Johnson and Catherine Macaulay-Westmead for organising and preparing the event, even though it did not proceed.
So what is Space Design Competitions Australia? For those of you not familiar with SDCA, we are a not-for-profit organisation that exists to foster the Australian space industry by encouraging Australian students into tertiary STEM education. Established in 2006, SDCA provides STEM-based industry simulation events in which students form aerospace companies and design futuristic space settlements. Over 1,500 students have participated in SDCA competitions. SDCA is part of a larger global network of organisations running space design events, culminating in the International Space Settlement Design Competition Finals, which has been run since 1984. But why space? Well, firstly, because it's awesome. But importantly, space is a gateway to the sciences. It provides a broader context for supporting a vast range of STEM fields, including physics and orbital mechanics, structural and civil engineering, medical and health sciences, propulsion and aerospace engineering, chemistry and material sciences, telecommunications and electrical engineering, computing and robotics. The list just goes on. We also heavily use non-STEM fields, including marketing and business factors, graphics and design. All of these factors are crucial to designing a space settlement. We need our students passionate and studying these fields as they are the engine to tomorrow's economy.
So why SDCA? We provide a unique offering based on 4 key areas. Firstly, SDCA strives for industry simulation. Students are always treated like professionals. They have to manage large group dynamics and complex communication in order to execute and deliver a design proposal within a very tight schedule. The design brief and deliverable structure mimic what can be found in industry. Secondly, our competitions are student-driven. Students need to be self-motivated and lead their own teams, as opposed to responding to teachers setting assessment. Our programs also have great industry support. Both Alex and I are full-time engineers working in industry, and there are many more mentors and volunteers, including many ASDC alumni, who provide technical and management guidance and help students to effectively communicate their ideas. Lastly, our events are about real-world learning. Students develop critical problem-solving skills by working through large design problems, often involving many people across their company. In 2020, SDCA is running 3 types of events. The JSDC, or Junior Space Design Competition, for students in years 5 to 8. Brand new for 2020, Space Design Workshop for students in years 7 to 8. And the ASDC, or Australian Space Design Competition, for students in years 9 to 12. The JSDC is a small group competition held over the school year and is the highest growth area for SDCA. Students from years 5 to 8 form teams of up to 4 that must submit a marketing pitch to respond to a brief that we provide. This year there will be 2 divisions for the JSDC, a grade 5 and 6 division and a grade 7 and 8 division. The JSDC uses the same scenario as the ASDC to allow collaboration and mentoring with older students.
After a successful trial program last year, SDCA are pleased to announce that we are rolling out the Space Design Workshop program in 2020. The Space Design Workshop has been created to take the best elements of the ASDC and make them accessible to younger students. These key components include using a cut-down request for tender, working with new people in large groups, working in a resource and time-constrained environment, and presenting to a judging panel. The Space Design Workshop also bridges the gap in STEM skills and learning between the JSDC and ASDC. Space Design Workshops are single-day events that bring together roughly 100 students competing in 4 companies. The event format is flexible in how they can be run. For example, a workshop may be run with 100 students from one school, or could be held with 4 schools coming together for a single day event. Schools have the discretion to choose when during the year they want to run these events.
SDCA's premier offering is the Australian Space Design Competition. The ASDC has been hosted annually since 2006 and consists of 2 phases. The qualifying phase, held during the school year, and a finals weekend, held annually each January. During the qualifying phase, teams of up to 12 students submit a 50-page written report to respond to a space design brief. These submissions are judged by an independent panel, where the top 10 submissions qualify for the ASDC Finals. The Finals is a residential, weekend-long event held at the University of Queensland. The finalist teams are formed into 5 companies, which, along with other invited participants, comprise of up to 30 students each. Over the weekend, each company responds to a new brief to design a space settlement, culminating in a business pitch to a group of esteemed industry judges. The winning ASDC company is guaranteed a place at the prestigious International Space Settlement Design Competition Finals, held annually at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida, USA. At the recent 2020 ASDC Finals, Catherine Macaulay Westmead and the independent students of Caringbah were successful and have qualified as the Australian representatives to the ISSDC for 2020. At the moment, the international finals are still scheduled to be run in July. However, the global situation and international travel is obviously very volatile at the moment, and there is a travel ban by the Australian government. We are in close contact with the international organising body and will promptly pass on any information or changes related to this competition. I do really hope the international finals can proceed safely at some stage in 2020. This trip and this competition, they really are an incredible experience for our students. Every year we only hear raving reviews from our teachers and students who go, and having gone twice myself, I also say this was my best school experience.
For 2020, we are pleased to announce the scenario for both ASDC and JSDC will be set in the year 2065. 45 years into the future, a spacefaring organisation, the Foundation Society, has decided to build Benevectoras, the second space settlement in solar orbit. Located in an Aldrin cycler orbit, crossing the orbits of Earth and Mars, Benevectoras will serve as a transportation system for cargo and passengers between the planets. With a cislunar economy firmly established by 2065, the Foundation Society is now looking at expanding economic activity to Mars. At operational capability, Benevectoras will be the main transportation vehicle for Mars settlers. For all 3 programs, we release a document called a request for tender to define the Foundation Society's requirements for their space settlements. The RFT process simulates aerospace industry proposal development. And the RFT typically specifies the requirements for structural design, operations and infrastructure, human factors, automation, design and services, and commercial considerations. Now, students, your job is to design solutions and respond to these requirements in the RFT. For ASDC and JSDC, your scenario and RFT will be around Benevectoras, while we have multiple scenarios for space design workshops.
The full list of key dates for 2020 are now up on our website. Registrations for all of our programs are about to open right now, and for the JSDC, submissions will be due on the 7th of August. We'll announce the finalists on the 11th of September, with the JSDC Finals presentation event on the 11th of October. For the ASDC, submissions will be due for the qualifying phase on the 23rd of August. Finalists will be announced on the 2nd of October, and the ASDC Finals will be held on the weekend of the 23rd and 24th of January 2021. Space design workshops can be held anytime throughout the year. We do understand scheduling school-based events is difficult at the moment. However, hopefully we'll be able to commence running these later in 2020. Excitingly, we can also launch today our new website. Special thanks to John and the team for all their hard work and volunteered hours to lead this initiative. We hope this website is much easier for you to navigate and use. Also, very importantly, the registration form is accessed through this website. We're also extending some concepts in 2020 to try and assist in virtual education. we'll be creating and encouraging the use of our Discord platform for teams to work together virtually from dispersed locations. For 2020, we're also allowing individual registrations for those unable to gather enough support for a full team. We will endeavour to team you up with other interested students to form a remote team. So, without any further delay, I hereby declare registrations for the 2020 Space Design Competition events open.
Before we leave you, we have some acknowledgements to make. Firstly, our major supporting organisations: Royal Aeronautical Society Australian Division, Australian Space Agency, Gilmore Space Technologies, Boeing Defence Australia, University of Queensland, and NEOS HR. We're immensely grateful for your support. And to our people at SDCA. As we mentioned, SDCA is a wholly volunteer-run organisation, and lots of people contribute a huge amount of time from their busy lives to provide these opportunities for you. I would like to thank them again for their contributions. Signing off, farewell
And stay safe.